Okay, so I got a weird one for you guys. So for context, I am not a superhero guy. I don't really follow any of the, like, either Marvel or DC anymore. When I was a kid, though, I was a big fan of particularly Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And this is a game I actually had as a kid, and I tried it a couple times for friends, and I think it's aged like a lot better than you'd expect from like what kind of appears to be just shovelware at a glance. So yeah, let's play X2 Wolverine's Revenge for the Game Boy Advance. In search of clues about his past, Logan finds himself in the Canadian wilderness outside for an abandoned military base. Suddenly, he catches the familiar scent of an old enemy. Fancy seeing you here, Creed. What are you doing here? I guess it don't matter. I'm gonna tear you to shreds anyway. Ugh! Ah! Ah! Professor X contacts Wolverine while he's trapped. Where am I? You lost consciousness, Logan. I used a telepathic link to bring you back. You must soon break free or you will run out of breathable air. No problem, Chuck. I'm not done with that mangy dog, Sabretooth, just yet. I remember Wolverine was also my favorite superhero as a kid. But yeah, let's jump in here. Here he is. He's coming for a hug. I'm glad to see you're doing okay, Logan. Press B when standing in front of my psychic projection for more instructions. So yeah, it's a platformer. You have a jump, you have a punch. It's got a bit of combat to it. We got a drag and drop kick. Press B to attack enemies and destroy obstacles like the snowbank up ahead. Press L1 to unsheathe your claws and deal even more damage. I'm gonna explain this as if folks don't know what Wolverine is, but like his gimmick is that he has these big claws that he can just like come out, or he can that he can like just slide out of his knuckles. Picking up powers will permanently grant you new special abilities. Keep an eye out for them. And there is one such one in this box. Hold R and press left or right to dash. Jumping while dashing allows you to clear longer distances. Oh. It's a little slippery to use, but there's good balance to that. Ah, come on. There are enemies up ahead. They seem to be Hellfire mercenaries. Be careful, Logan. If you get hurt, sheathe your claws back in to enable your healing factor. Another thing about Wolverine is that he has this, like, inhuman ability to, like, heal off and regenerate damage. And you gotta think, like, how does that work in a video game? Because, like, you know, an X-Men game has to have combat, right? Like, it's a superhero game. Instead, having your claws back in, it makes you deal less damage, but you gain a natural regen. These guys aren't too bad. I think you can mostly duck and yeah, they'll shoot right over you. Hitting the B button repeatedly while your claws are out will increase your rage level. When your rage bar is filled, you'll go into a berserker rage. Your attack will temporarily be enhanced and you won't be able to put your claws away. Once your rage is over, you'll take a few seconds to regain control. Try to control your rage and use it to your advantage. Now, this is kind of a crazy effect. Like, the range on your attack becomes huge. You do way more damage. Okay, we'll see that way more in the game. The wooden bridge up ahead doesn't look stable. Cross it as quickly as possible. You gotta run. I love that sound effect when they fall. Ah! Oh. Hey, you! Stop right where you are. You want to stop me? Come on, bub. You and what army? Me and this army. Get him! We also have, like, zoom effects, too. I'm not sure if you saw this, but at the start of the game, the folks who made this were Vicarious Visions, who are probably most well known for making the Crash remakes, I think. Yeah, I think they made the Crash remakes. Yeah, another reason for what I really like to this Rage mode is that the more you attack, it will actually continue to, like... It'll like, push the Rage meter a little farther up, so you can stay in Rage longer by continuing to be reckless. That's really interesting. Well, that's that. I wonder what Hellfire Mercenaries are doing all the way out here. I don't like the look at this. I better get a move on. Sabretooth's tracks won't last very long in this snow. And yeah, look how smug he is. When it kills, 1 of 1 power-ups, 1 of 1 1-ups, and I think modules, like, unlock bonus stuff. Alright, Weapon X. It's Sabretooth. Looks like it's payback time. Logan, he could be up to something more dangerous than we realize. Why don't you see where he's heading? Follow him closely, but make sure he doesn't see you. I'd rather slash him up a bit first, Chuck, but I guess I'll play it by your way for now. This part I actually don't like. It's kind of a stealth section, but you gotta, like, actively keep running with him as well. Oops! Okay. Lives come and go quickly in this game, which is another thing that's a little not really to my liking here. This part sucks. You have to, like, break this and then keep running, and oh my god, okay. I will admit I got a lot of game overs on this section as a kid. This is deceptively hard for how early in the game it is. You kind of have to know it's coming up. There we go! Oh, ah! You can hit start to just pass, or to just, like, skip that cutscene entirely. Come on. Ah, come on. Some of y'all grew up with, like, the Silver Surfer death screen. I had this. Getting a game over just resets the level, though, and, you know, we're at the start anyway. The thing that sucks about this is that if you get too close, it counts as a game over too, because he notices you, even if you're on the... Even if you're on the top rung like this. Oh, there we go, yeah. It's short, but that part is, like, kind of needlessly difficult for how early this is, I feel. I smell another Hellfire Mercenary up ahead. He hasn't seen you yet. To perform a stealth attack on him, press B while holding up with your claws sheathed. If you be careful, if he sees you, he might activate the alarm. So this is kind of neat. Yeah, like, you can one-shot guys without your claws out if they don't know you're there. This place looks very familiar. Reminds me of something in my past. Keep your eyes open, Logan. The security mechanism in this facility seems to be active. Try not to set them off. I remember kind of liking the music for this game too, but, like, it's not on YouTube anywhere. Oh. Ah, come on. Wall cling power. Jump towards a wall while your claws are out to cling to the wall surface. It's a wall jump! Yeah! And it's one of those, like, Mega Man X-style wall jumps where you can keep jumping up the same wall. So that's pretty awesome. I wouldn't call the game Metroidvania, but it has that thing where, like, you can go back to previous levels and use power-ups you get earlier in the game, or later in the game. Bonk. Later in the game to get power-ups, or wait, no. You can use power-ups you get later in the game to, like, revisit levels and collect stuff you missed. Like, I think in the last level there was, like, we collected 0 out of 1 modules. I think this power lets you get that. I think that's a checkpoint. Yep. This is kind of cool, too, because, like, there's verticality to these levels now. As a kid, I was a Sega Genesis kid. Uh-oh. Oops! This alarm music is really funny. I was a Sega Genesis kid, so I had, like, Sonic games. So, like, you know, I've played as Knuckles in games before. Like, I've played games that had wall jumps and, like, wall climbs like this. I think this might have been the only, like, Game Boy Advance game I had that did this. Ooh. The context-specific zooming is really cool, too. Right, let's get our health back. A little risk-reward I really like, too, the wall climb. Not really risk-reward, but like a balancing thing. Okay, so, like, when you jump, you can jump pretty far if you're running. But when you jump off of a wall climb, you can't, like, jump off at that running speed. Actually, can't you just, like, destroy these? Yeah, you can. Okay. There are different animations for the sneak attacks too, which I respect a lot. And that is a key card. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, you can attack on the wall too. Not super useful, but you can get some use out of it. Oops. These little drones come out of these doors, by the way, so if you know where they are, they're really not that bad, or that hard to take care of. Oops. Ah! And here's a section we can use the slow, falling speed while on the wall in order to not get hit. I think I got a whiff of something familiar. It's a piece of Sabretooth's uniform. Picking it up will enable you to to trace his scent throughout the facility, and will lead you to him. I think this is a power Wolverine has as well. He has, like, good smell or something. Yeah, Wolverine's always been, like, one of those heroes where it's just like, yeah, you know, the features of the animal they're named after, that's what they do. Huh, that guy saw me but didn't actually see me. I'm just realizing that the game, like, moves the camera a little slightly farther when you're ahead of them, and God, again, like, this game is, like, pretty good for what it is. Like, you look at this and you just assume it's shovelware, but there's, like, considerations to the design and, like, just how it works that you just don't get out of a game that doesn't care, you know? Even stuff like how the camera zooms out a bit during sections like this, where it'd be nice to know what's above you. Like, if any game was just making a cheap cash grab, like, they wouldn't think to do this. They would just make, like... Oh, come on. Get out of here. Oh! And that's a 1-up. Oh, come on. I thought I smelled something rotten around here. Figured it was you, Creed. That's that face spray. You should have made sure you were. I should have made sure you were dead. I guess it's time to finish what we started. I forgot how this boss works. Do you just go back and forth? Oh, he does a little growl sound and then he runs. Is this all the fight is? Guess this is all the fight is. Ah, come on. He's just gonna let me walk up and punch him. I want my health back. Ooh! An extra wrinkle in the fight. Yeah, there we go. This is it, Sabretooth. Tell me what you're doing here. I don't have time for this. Believe me, if we met somewhere some other time, I'd finish you. But right now, we both have more important things to worry about. Behind you, Runt. What the? I am Shiva. I am the Destroyer. Blasted, it's Shiva. Weapons X's robotic self-destruct mechanism. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, this is just an enemy, not like a guy. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Sabretooth escaped, but he dropped this disc. I better take it to Beast, see what he can do with it. I remember Beast and Cyclops. Later that day, aboard the X-Men's Blackbird. You know, a thing I liked about X-Men, I think, is the powers the characters had tended to be a bit more esoteric and oddly specific, but not to a point in which that they feel like too gimmicky or something. It's like Cyclops, for example. His gimmick is that he just has eye lasers, and he has to wear a visor to control them, or else, like, they're always blasting off all the time. Like, there's nuance to that. It's simple, but, like, you can make a character out of that without it being too silly, you know? Apparently this disk you found was one in a set of 6. The encryption key has been sequenced across all the disks. We can't really do anything with just this one. It better be good for something, Scott. Not worth getting jumped by Sabretooth and a bunch of Shiva robots, just for a shiny disk full of gibberish. Wait, I just intercepted a satellite transmission from the area. Seems to be the remaining 5 disks. Mount Awakara, Japan. Good job, Hank. Japan? Sounds like your turf, Logan. Let's get the Blackbird going. Then don't want the engines to freeze up in this snowstorm. And there we go. Right. Mount Awakawa. I always like that map on the right there. I don't think it's an actual 3D model. Like, you know, because it's a Game Boy Advance game with, like, you know, a side project budget, but I think it's kind of cool, honestly. I don't know. So yeah, we're going to Japan. Is that the Joker? No, I know that's not the Joker. Look, and there seems to be heavy security in this location. Perhaps a stealthy approach might pay off. Follow enemies while their backs are turned and use a stealth attack when they stop. I'm gonna wait for you to come back. Oh, ah! We got ninjas! Well, that stealthy approach didn't last long. That's that effect in action, by the way. You just get a little dizzy and walk around right after a rage goes away. Running doesn't trigger, like, their alarm at all. Like, it's a visibility only, like, exclusively. Uh-oh. And that's where we started. Oh yeah, you could probably, like, jump up this box and then go up the roof instead, yeah. And the camera zooms out to emphasize that. And they put this little dip here. Not only does it kind of make sense with the architecture, like, there's a lot of Japanese architecture that has dips like this, but it does that so you also can't just go over the whole map. Again, this game is really smart and, like, creative. Oh, did you see that, though? There is something up there, which means you can probably come back here later and grab something. Zooming the camera out there would have helped. Oh. Well, you brought this upon yourself. I don't know what to say. Bye! And that's the top of the map. I'm gonna land on him. Boom! I'm curious. Can I sneak through for, like, the millisecond the alarm is gonna be off? Oh. Oh, nice. If I remember, the danger rooms are just like little bonuses you can do. They're like enemy rushes, I think. Maybe we'll try one in due time. Yeah, I gotta say, like, it's kind of hard to like, stay out of stealth due to how often the enemies can blindside you. Like, that one right there, I literally just, like, walked and just land on top of him. But, honestly, I don't mind it as much, because there's not really, like, much of a... Ooh, there's not really much of a, punishment for not being in stealth. Like, some of the doors close, but you just gotta kill some enemies anyway. I guess you don't get to listen to the cool music. That's a neat enemy. Uh-oh. Oh. We'll deal with that guy in a minute. Ah, come on. Mm. Oh, a green one. Oh, he's got a sword! Oh, whoa, whoa, oh my god! Okay, don't blindly fall down pits. I think we need a new ability for that. Oh, be careful! Oh my god, they go flying when you jump kick them like that. Hold on, let me try something. Oh. Yeah! Oh, and you heard that sound there? He did die at the end. Oh, that's neat. So you don't do as much damage, but you can use that knockback to your advantage. Yeah, check that out. Oh my god, that's really cool. We got Nickelodeon slime. Ooh, that's a nasty place to put those. Yeah. can't believe I'm finding new tech to this game years. I wouldn't call it tech, but like the fact that your non-sheaved attacks do more knockback as opposed to damage, that's interesting. Alright, game, where are you going with this? Like, I'm not even sure if, like, Sonic has ever done anything like that. Slide power-up. Hold down and press R. There we are. It's a pretty simple slide as far as video gamey slides go. You get some momentum if you do it off a ledge. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. I think it can do damage to enemies, but it's not really strong. Yeah, it doesn't even knock them over. I think I saw something down here. Oh, it's just a guy. Oh. The fact that you can unsheath your claws when you're hit stunned is kind of interesting. I never noticed you could do that. I'm gonna end this man's life. I don't have to kill him. I love how they go flying. Oh, come on, that's nasty. Okay, little criticism with the wall clinging. If you're not pressed directly against the wall, you don't really, like... Oh, you don't, like, stick to it, you know? Pyro, so you're the intruder. Those claws of yours are not going to help you against fire. That's okay, Pyro. It's not the fire I'm going to be slicing up. Burrow the ground, burrow the ground. Oh, he's got that fire wheel attack from Mega Man. Ah! Okay, this is a pretty easy pattern. Nope, nope, whiffed it. Ah, come on. Ooh! Any contact with them at all? Okay. Which is, I probably want to jump over them. Ah, come on. I wonder if you can slide through them. No, you can't. Worth a shot. I'm not really sure how you're meant to avoid damage on some of these attacks. Hold on, I had a thought. Ah. There's gotta be a way to make them go away prematurely. Whoa! Oh! Ah, that was close. Long time no see, Pyro, so let's hear it. Who's behind all this? I'm just following orders. Mystique's running the operation down below. Sabretooth, you and now Mystique. Is the Brotherhood back together? Why are there Hellfire mercenaries involved? She's posing as Shinobi Shaw and has an army of his men at her disposal. Please, that's all I know. And alrighty then. And none of the continues. Huh. But, yep, we will do the underground base next time. Thanks for watching.